Hey guys! Today I'm going to show you how to make the best brownies ever. I've tried many brownie recipes and I remember the first ones I made when I was 16, and it was such a big hit with my sister's children and indeed my sister herself. But over the years I've tried many brownie recipes, and this one is the best, and so I would like to share this with you guys because I know how hard it is to like try a recipe and then be disappointed of the outcome when it doesn't turn out as well as the pictures, well, perhaps on the website you found it from. But this one is a very reliable recipe, even though you're a bit off with the ingredients sometimes, even though sometimes I don't have the best chocolate. I just use whatever is in the cupboard and it still works so well. It's just such a reliable brownie recipe, and I think you guys should try it. So yeah. And because Easter is coming up very soon, I thought I'd give this recipe a little twist by using some of these babies in the brownie mixture, and I did this last year and it was everybody liked it, so I hope you like it. So first of all, you preheat your oven to 180, that's 160 fan, and here I have 185 grams of unsalted butter cut into cubes, and also 185 grams of dark chocolate. You could use any chocolate you want, but I use 72% dark chocolate and it works perfectly with this recipe. So I have a pan of simmering water here, and I just pop that on top of there. Make sure the bottom of your bowl does not touch the water, because otherwise you get the chocolate is going to burn, and you don't want that because it actually leaves a nasty taste in your cake. It's quite bitter. So you just melt these two together. So just make sure the water isn't boiling, make sure it's just simmering. Whilst our melted chocolate and butter are cooling, we'll make the rest of the batter. So here I have 3 large eggs and 275 grams of white caster sugar. And you just cream these two together. So while you're creaming the eggs and the sugar together, you can then you can line your 8-inch square cake tin with a grease-proof baking paper. So you just line it like so. You don't even need to line the sides if you have a nice non-stick pan like this. This is Little Venice, and it's an absolute gem. Mixture. This is how you want your sugar and egg mixture, but you want it to be leaving a trail if you do this with the paddle. So you want it to leave a light trail. You just want it as light as you can get it, as pale and as creamy as you can get it. So make sure you do this step well, because this is actually the most important step in this whole recipe. If you don't cream your sugar and your eggs well enough, then the batter wouldn't be fudgy, it won't be soft, it'll just be like more cakey than brownie. So make sure you do this step right. Here I have 40 grams of cocoa powder, and I have 85 grams of plain flour. And I just want to sift that over. that into your batter, and then you just give that just another mix. So you just transfer this onto your the cake tin which you lined earlier. Recipe, because Easter is just around the corner, I've got these little cream eggs here. People say it's not as good as the old recipe, but my husband absolutely loves these, and he reckons there's no difference between the old and the new recipe. So you just put the whole egg, whole egg in the batter like that. So I think I'm going to use 6 for this one. Okay, so don't worry if a little bit of the cream eggs are sticking out the top. It doesn't really matter because that's all going to melt all into one chocolatey goodness. So this is all ready to go in the oven. There it is. So we'll just pop this into our preheated oven. That is 160 fan, but if you've got the conventional oven, then you should set it up to 100. So this should take about 35 to 40 minutes, depending on how hot your oven is. After 20 minutes, if you check and see the top crusting, then you might want to get some aluminium foil and cover the top, because you don't really want a crusty brownie. It's the last thing you want. With this recipe, that's never happened before, but then if your oven is not up to temperature, if your oven is too hot, then you might be faced with that. So a good solution to that is just a little bit of aluminium foil. Loosely cover it and then cook as usual. So I'll see you in 35 minutes. So it's been 30 minutes, but I always check before the timer goes off. I'll have a little check. So if you take it out and give it a little wobble, if it's wobbling in the middle as you shake it, then it's not quite done yet. So just pop it back in your oven and cook it for another 5 minutes. Well, let's just have another check. So I reckon these are quite done. See, it's not wobbling anymore, but it's not crusty on the top. That's what we're looking for. Wait until it's completely cold in the tin, but I've not been known to be a very patient person, so I don't think I'm like that. It's very good. This recipe has never let me down, and I don't think it ever will, so I hope you guys try this brownie recipe and I hope you like it. Some more brownie.